Hello and hi everybody, welcome back to another one. Of this time I'm here with another one from SML Universe, and this one is the most racist SML videos. I mean, we do know there are certain SML videos with a ton of racist jokes in there. I mean, I'm talking N-words, Asian jokes, and you're peeping your coke, I don't fucking know, just stuff like that, you know, SML, even though Logan is trying to be somewhat PG on YouTube, he can go beyond with, some of these jokes, especially with the racism. We're bringing back racism, okay? Okay, well, with that being said, if you haven't already watched the video yourself, links will be in the description. So, with that being said, let's get into this.
From voice actors saying the N-word, to videos that got the channel demonetized.
And these are my videos that are officially just...
These are 10 of the most racist videos SML has ever made.
Oh boy.
Starting with Poor Cody, which is a wild and just borderline straight up racist video.
This wasn't even that long ago.
House with Judith and Tyrone's bills being due. But Judith has already slept with every guy in town, so slinging leg unfortunately isn't an option. This leads Tyrone to the genius idea to make his own version of the Scrub Daddy, and things are about to go very wrong.
So you telling me they made a scrub cracker, a scrub Mexican, and a scrub Asian, but not a black one?
I don't think so.
Wow, we getting more racist and more racist by the day. Who lives in segregation under the sea? It's Scrub Daddy!
So he goes to Steve and gets his patent approved for his product.
Why is it that Joseph and Tyrone turn everything racist?
The Scrub, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. After 2 minutes of Tyrone gaslighting,
bro, what is that?
He finally gets the approval for his scrub friend. But back at the SML house, Junior, Joseph, and Cody turn on to TV to see Tyrone's abomination of a product.
Meet Scrub. He's the perfect YN for all your scrubbing needs.
God damn
Trying
it.
to get that stubborn stain off your plate? Scrub. Old dry food on your spoon? No way. Scrub. Now introducing Scrub Brother. Apparently,
How did they
you
even
can't say
make
the
that?
N-word on televised broadcasts.
So yeah, he changes the name to Scrub Brother, which makes it way
Scrub
easier to say
Brother.
for a lot of people. But this still isn't gonna help him from getting sued by Scrub Daddy.
And you mad, you quivering in your shoes. I bet you racist as hell. You voted for Mitt Romney. Anything to keep a black man down. Obama is the best president!
Okay, I'm just here to file a lawsuit against you.
Oh, you suing me? I know damn well you're not gonna sue me. Why? You don't own me? You don't own this product? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You own this? You own brothers? You own all black people? You own us as slaves?
So yeah,
he kind of just made a whole loop around.
Predictably, but Tyrone ended up countersuing him in court for being racist, and he got $40,000. So I guess he ended up winning in the end. That's about it. Tyrone in this video was completely unhinged, but honestly, I thought it was hilarious. SML is the only channel who can get away with this kind of humor. But speaking of racist, oh boy, we have to talk about Orange is the New
Oh,
Black.
God
This video
damn it.
starts with Cody bringing in his coffin that his parents bought.
Already 2 videos
Presumably,
from
they
the
think
last
he's
2
gonna die
months.
soon. Better to be prepared, I guess. This video is already off to a weird start, but after this, the news comes on, and this is where the video really starts taking
Oh
a
my
racist
God.
turn.
Yo, okay? Scientists are saying that gingers are reportedly black people. So you know what that means? I can say the N-word. Peace out, niggas.
And because Junior is also a ginger, this makes him, for some reason, think that he's black too. Yeah, I don't know what the logic is behind this video.
It all makes
God
sense.
damn
I've been
it.
black this whole time. I've seen all the signs. I knew I was different. I listen to rap music all the time, and I say the N-word when no one's looking.
But instead of just being an idiot, thinking he's black, and moving on with his life, he decides he has to prove he's black. I'm sure you see the problem here. So he ends up asking Chef Pee-Pee how he can be more black. And Chef Pee-Pee suggests that he should join a gang. This already hints at just how
the most
racist
brilliant
the gang
idea.
is, but unfortunately, it gets even worse than this. So he ends up going up to the Bloods, who instantly pull out tons of guns on him and question what he's doing on their streets.
Well, what the hell are you doing on my block? White boy, I'm blacker than you guys. You ain't dumb. That's why you blacker than us.
That dude has crack on his mouth.
Words before I make crackers all over this street. Hey, do a pork chop. Wait, is it? Do a pork chop. Yeah, do a pork chop. You Wow. I didn't think I was going to say that shit.
But soon after, the Bloods realize that Junior might actually be tougher than he seems, so they decide to put him through multiple gang initiation tests. The first one being completely curb stomping him, but after doing that for 2 whole minutes, Junior passes this test, so they give him one final test to become a part of the Bloods.
Steal a cop car?
He's tasked with having to kill a pig, aka a cop, so they give him a Glock and send him out on his way. But this isn't without the threat that if he chickens out and doesn't kill a cop, they will find Junior and kill his entire family. So
or
he goes
that.
back home, realizing the mistake he's made by affiliating with the Bloods. And this is where Junior starts to regret pretending to be black.
Yeah.
So I decide I don't want to be black anymore. I don't know how you do it, Joseph.
I don't do the shit you're doing.
So because Junior has
You can be
no
black,
idea what to
but
do,
just
he decides the best
not
course
join
of
a
action
gang.
is calling the cops and asking for advice, which is probably the dumbest thing you can do in this situation. But to be fair, Junior probably got a concussion from getting curb stomped.
Probably.
earlier. So I cut him some slack here, to be fair. Brooklyn guy comes and Junior explains that he has to kill a cop, and Junior says that it would just be really convenient to kill Brooklyn guy right here. And Brooklyn guy, not wanting to die, suggests that he can have his family cry on the news and pretend he's dead. That way, the Bloods can still initiate him, and Brooklyn guy can stay alive, which seemed like a pretty good plan. But Brooklyn guy had something different in mind.
Breaking news! Attention all Bloods! This p***y kid thinks he's a Blood, but he couldn't even kill me! He wanted me to lie and say that he killed me and then have my wife and daughter cry
I
in the
forgot
news,
this even
but he
happened.
had me right in front of him with a gun and a coffin and everything, but he just couldn't do it. But little bitch made it.
Oh, that's not cool.
So the Bloods
Damn.
go by and are about to kill Junior for not going through with killing Brooklyn guy, at which point it's revealed that Junior doesn't have his own coffin picked out, just like Cody. So Tyrone decides to spare him because no man deserves to get buried in a bad quality coffin. Yeah, Cody's parents are really weird.
What?
Junior didn't end up getting into the Bloods, but at least they didn't kill him. Maybe he should go coffin shopping for next time. This video was just straight up racist in the nature of the concept of Junior thinking he's black. But despite how messed up the concept of the video might be, I still think it's pretty funny. And most people seem to agree. I'm ginger, and to be honest, I think it's funny to think gingers are black. Me being ginger, I approve this message.
Oh my
But if
God.
you thought this video might have been racist, we're just getting started, baby, because King Joseph is where things really start to get
King
crazy.
Joseph.
This video starts with a Nigerian prince called Chihuahua Kawabe coming to Junior's door, and the reason he is here is because he's looking for the long-lost king.
3
of the
videos
tribe, Joseph,
that are on the
AKA
current
Joseph,
SML
his friend
channel.
from school, who they conveniently know is in Junior's house. And it turns out Joseph's grandfather, Istanbul, his friend from school, used to be the ruler of their country, Eswatini, but he died a tragic death. So now Joseph is in line for the throne.
Wait, Joseph's the king of Africa?
No, hell no, not Africa. Eswatini, the poorest country in Africa, duh.
Which Joseph happily accepts. And since he's king now, they take him back to Eswatini, where Joseph starts doing a lot of things as king. His first task is trying to cure a boy who was ran over by a hippopotamus. For some reason, they think he has special king healing powers, so he tries spitting on him, and obviously that doesn't work.
So what do you guys do for fun in Africa besides starve?
Since we're going on the hunt, you can stay here with our wives and impregnate them.
So Joseph stays back at his throne, while Junior, Cody, and the others in the Eswatini gang go out to hunt some food for King Joseph. After they get back with a whole tiger, Joseph doesn't want to eat it because he wanted to eat Popeyes.
We don't have chicken and biscuits. Jamal, get in here.
Wait, the 49ers didn't win the Super Bowl?
No, Junior, they send the merchandise of the losing team to Africa so the clothes don't go to waste.
Oh, okay.
Shortly after this, they go outside and find out that the Wachuchu tribe is attacking, and the only way to stop them is if they get their parents' credit card information, the 3 numbers on the back, or if they don't have that, to go to Walgreens and get some gift cards. Wait a second, this is just a scam, but
Yep.
who could have been behind this?
Well, y'all trying to scam us?
Oh, damn, they caught on so damn fast.
Wait, Dad?
Oh, yeah, Cody, it's your dad. You know, we put the scam together so we can pay the bills. You know how it be.
Damn it, Tyrone, I can't believe they figured it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Junior, go ahead, get out that damn blackface.
I'm not gonna lie,
Blackface.
that has to be one of the most out-of-pocket moments I have ever
Oh,
seen in an
Jesus
SML.
Christ.
I was looking through the comments for this, and I'm just shocked how no one is talking about the blackface part. Are we all just really gonna skim over that?
Yeah,
Logan's gotta be
no.
careful, or he might end up back on Good Morning America.
'Cause
This
most of his
video
viewers
might
are
have been
kids.
Crazy. But while
They
this
probably
video
don't
might
know
have
what
been racist for
blackface is.
blackface and a really strange plot, Bowser Jr.'s YouTube channel is racist
boy.
for a completely different
Finally, an
reason.
OG
What
video.
starts out as a decently innocent SML video on face value, with Jr. obviously starting a YouTube channel, quickly takes a turn because Jr. just cannot keep his mouth shut.
Screw those guys. We're gonna do a real prank, okay? A real,
Hey, what's
cool
up, Nick?
prank. It's gonna get a lot of views, okay? It's gonna get a lot of controversy, okay? All right, Joseph, record this. Hey, what's up?
But it only keeps getting worse, with Junior's weird obsession with saying the N-word.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm starting to see a pattern with Junior liking that word.
Alright guys.
He's always
so
loved
today
saying
we're
it.
gonna be playing the Chevy 4 on the computer. I'm gonna name him like Fart Face or something, and I'm gonna make him a Whoop.
All you had to do was not say that word, Junior.
But if this wasn't bad enough, Junior somehow says it once again.
God damn it.
Chevy B's big fat nose,
Get that out of my
and like he doesn't know how to cook.
I do know how to cook, okay? Wait, what happened to your eyes?
Oh, I got those from saying
Okay, where did you even learn that word, Junior?
I heard it in a rap song and I thought it sounded cool, so I just wanted to say it.
This is both up and hilarious at
Oh
the
my
same
God.
time. He did it again! Oh my god, a third time! This is a certified hood classic. I like how Tyrone came out of the closet. Junior
Why was
going
Tyrone in the
crazy
closet
that
anyway?
video, but it's not even close to how racist and downright awful the video Cody's bad word is.
Oh my
This video
God.
starts with the three boys playing a game of Jenga on the couch, when all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, erupting into one of SML's most racist videos.
Where are you pushing it? Just pull it inward.
All because he said in
Pull it
word.
inward.
Oh, I said it again! You're calling Joseph the N-word!
No, I mean like bring it inward.
And yeah, I'm sure you can see where this video's going.
Yeah.
Cody tries to explain himself by pulling out a dictionary to show he wasn't saying the N-word. But I'm sure you can guess how they react to this.
Inward or inwards?
Oh, multiple niggas? So insulting me isn't good enough. You gotta insult the whole race?
Wow, Cody!
This is already awful, but somehow it continues to get worse. Joseph tries to get back at Cody by calling him terms like cracker and white, which is literally just reverse racism, but eventually, after bullying Cody on the couch, they go downstairs and there's KFC.
God damn it.
Because of course there is. Joseph continues to try to get a reaction out of Cody while they're eating KFC, trying to make him say more, quote, racist stuff so they can keep gaslighting him and making fun of him even more. Like, come on, bro, just let it go.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
not that deep. Literally, he just said the word N-word.
Junior, can you pass me the gravy?
Oh, dude, I'm surprised he actually wants it. You know it's brown, right?
Yes, that's fine.
Cody, I'm not gonna pass it to you because you're racist.
So they finish eating KFC and go back up to the red couch, where I kid you not, they literally scold Cody for 3 minutes for coloring the Little Mermaid white instead of brown. This video is actually so dumb.
Yeah.
They keep doing some tests to prove he's not racist, but obviously they keep gaslighting him for being
How did I find this
racist,
funny
and
at
the Cody
first?
torture just goes on and on. You know, I'm starting to see a trend with a lot of these bad Cody videos. It's either bad because of the weird over-the-top gross-out humor with Timmy, or it's just an entire video of Cody torture like this one is. Junior and Joseph keep calling Cody racist on the couch, when Judith and Tyrone come to the door to pick up Cody. But of course, Junior cannot keep his mouth shut, and he had to tell Cody's parents that he's being a racist.
Jesus
Junior,
Christ.
please don't tell them what I said. They're not gonna understand just like you didn't understand, and they're gonna be even more mad.
Cody, I think they need to know you're racist.
Junior, no!
Guys, today Cody said the N-word 30 times.
Cody's parents make Cody apologize for not even saying the N-word, but this video doesn't even compare to how bad this next one is. Jeffy the
Oh,
rapper. In this video,
boy.
Jeffy realizes he has really good musical talent and decides to become a rapper. But what makes this video so racist? Well, I'll just let the video speak for itself.
Yeah, this one specific part.
What's up, nigga?
Yep.
What's up, Daddy? I'm a gangster now.
It's at the
Voice
hard R.
actor, like Lance, actually saying the N-word like he did in this video today would have been
He said it
heavily
so
proud of.
confidently.
And let's be real, SML probably would have been canceled. But there's actually a good reason SML got away with this kind of humor at the time. This video was filmed back on March 13th of 2017, and in this period of time, being edgy on YouTube was the norm, and it seemed like the crazier and more racist you were in your videos, the more fans resonated with them, leading to more views.
Yep.
Jeffy's introduction at the beginning of 2016 was very controversial, and it only got worse as Jeffy's personality shifted, going from a very mentally handicapped child
Hey, you want to see my banjo?
to a straight-up annoyance who always screamed as much as he could to get his way.
Yep.
Hi, Daddy! You never said that! to me?
And later on in 2017, right before they started getting demonetized, Jeffy started using a lot of racist jokes in the videos. But if you thought this video was controversial already, you've literally seen nothing.
Oh my
We're just getting
God.
started. Jeffy becomes a rapper under the management of Tyrone and starts becoming really successful as a rapper. But then Jeffy discovers that if he commits crimes and goes to jail, it will boost his street cred, making him even more popular when he gets out, which Mario was not happy.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's nice having money, but my son's in jail right now.
Look, it's all a part of the plan, Daddy. It's all a part of the plan.
Daddy.
He's only gonna go to jail for a couple of months, get out, drop a new song, get rich again, and then go back to jail.
Go back to jail?
Yeah, man.
Is that how you get respect in the music industry? Just go to jail?
And that's exactly what happens. For the rest of this video, Jeffy just keeps going back to jail, dropping new songs, and doing different things to boost his street cred. It all comes falling apart though when Jeffy's biggest op, Toad, shoots Jeffy and puts an end to his rap career. Even the comments agree that this is one of the most controversial and racist videos that SML has ever made. Twitter would go ballistic if this came out today. How has this not been demonetized? 2017 was the last good year before people started turning into sensitive snowflakes. Missed those days. But Bowser Jr. learned Spanish is racist for a completely different reason. The video starts
For
with
the
same old
fucking
innocent concept,
Hispanic.
Jr. learning a new language. But as we're about to see, this video quickly takes a very weird turn.
God.
It starts with Jackie Chu introducing the class to Spanish, or at least his version of Spanish. His method is hilariously oversimplified.
Funny enough, I am
adding
Hispanic,
L to
so
the beginning and O to the end of every
yeah.
English word. So
It's kind of
according to
funny to
Jackie
me,
Chu,
honestly.
school
I do
becomes
this
El
shit
Schoolio,
to my girlfriend's
and
family.
Dog becomes El Doggo. And this is about to set up a video full of stereotyping and racism. Cody doesn't really buy that this is how Spanish actually works, but Junior and all of his classmates being idiots
Yeah.
this up and actually believe that they now have the ability to speak fluent Spanish.
What a long and exhausting day of school today, Cody.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like we didn't learn anything at all.
But yes, we did, Cody. We learned Spanish.
No, we didn't, Junior. Nothing that he taught us was actually Spanish.
So Junior, trying to prove Cody wrong, decides to hit up a Mexican restaurant to test their skills.
God damn it.
And here's where things get ridiculous. Somehow, their gibberish actually works, and the restaurant staff somehow understands them.
Like,
Here you go, senor. Okay. Oh, that's a good point, Cody. I'm gonna ask him. El, excuse me, O. El Wato.
El Wato.
How, O, did you, O, touch the hot plate, O, without it burning your hand, O?
Oh! Bingo, what's his name?
Did you get your answer, Junior? Did you?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I think he's just really busy.
Yeah.
I am from Spain, but I speak English very well, and I died of laughter watching this video. As a Mexican, I can confirm that Jackie Chu is a very good Spanish
Yes,
professor.
very
This video
perfection.
is just crazy.
Even though
And
I'm not
while it's
Mexican, I'm
really racist
Honduran.
in the traditional sense, I can still see how some people would get offended by this.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, this is nothing compared to some of the other SML videos we're gonna go over in this video.
Yeah.
Because now we're on to the top 3. And if you thought some of these were already insane, you clearly haven't watched Joseph Gets Adopted.
Oh my
which seems
God.
like a nice
Was it really
innocent
that
SML
racist?
video. As implied by the title, Joseph is gonna finally have a loving and caring family, but the truth cannot be further from this. And this video instantly starts with a bang.
All right, class. Today we're going to be reading Huckleberry Finn. So I hope you got your permission slip signed because we're
Bro,
going to be
what
saying
is-
it into it 219 times.
Everyone
My
brings
child
up
will be
pictures
saying the
with
N-word.
signatures from their parents, allowing them to say it. Besides Joseph,
God
who
damn.
already is black, so he can just say it anyways. But after Jackie Chu finds out that Joseph doesn't have his parents, he calls in Child Protective Services, who are gonna send him to a foster home in Utah. But Joseph doesn't want to go to Utah. So then Brooklyn Guy gives him the ultimatum that if he finds someone to adopt him by the end of the day, he doesn't have to go to a foster home. So Junior, being a good friend,
God,
goes
I
out and tries
forgot
to
that
find a
stupid
family
permission
with
form.
Joseph. He first asks Chef Pee-Pee, but in this moment, he's conveniently ranting about how he would never want to have a kid. So that doesn't work. Then Junior asks Cody's parents, but Tyrone doesn't want to adopt Joseph because racism.
Black people are not property. Slavery is over with. You know that.
No, not buy, adopt.
I don't care how you word it. We are not buying people. We are not doing that slave thing. Slavery is over with.
But no, I just thought that maybe he could be like my brother.
Oh, I thought he was your brother. A brother. A slave brother that'll cook and clean and do all that picking the cotton and all that stuff. Huh? No, he's not going to be that because we're not buying slaves.
Cody, you're grounded for being racism. But
my.
no, that wasn't even being racism.
I'm sorry, little black boy. I didn't know I was raising a racism in my house.
So this leaves them with their last
God damn
option,
it.
the Hucker dudes.
Oh, no.
And they seem weirdly down to adopt Joseph, but it turns out this was all for the wrong reason. In reality, it turns out the reason they wanted to adopt Joseph was because he's black, and they think that he could be good at sports and make them a lot of money. So they instantly adopt him. So they go to the football field to see how fast he can run, but bro is not fast at all. So next, he tries his basketball skills, and he gets completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So then the Hucker dudes unadopt him, and Joseph goes back to being homeless again. But at least he didn't have to go to Utah because the cops didn't see him rip up the papers.
Yeah.
So it wasn't legally binding. The concept of this video was absolutely diabolical, being one of the most racist SML videos ever made.
I didn't even remember it
But
being that
Cody's
racist.
Hanukkah really starts to ramp up how bad these videos
Oh my
are
God.
getting. To quickly summarize, it starts off with Junior and Joseph playing pool.
Oh, I have a
All
mini
of
pool
sudden,
table.
Cody arrives at the door, inviting them both to Hanukkah. Of course, they don't want to go, but Cody tries bribing them by promising them 12 presents. Although Junior reluctantly agrees, just because he wants the presents, Joseph saw right through the disaster that was going to happen and decided to decline the offer. And honestly, that was the best decision he could have made. Once Junior arrives, he's led in by Tyrone, and then, this thing shows up.
Oh,
The Nazi
what is
cheeseburger.
this? Oh, this is just the Nazi cheeseburger. Say hello to the Nazi cheeseburger.
Classic SML was goddamn something
why do you
else.
have this?
Oh, well, every Hanukkah we get a Nazi cheeseburger, and we say mean things to it, and we beat it up and call it names.
Okay.
If you thought this was bad, oh no, you've literally seen nothing.
Oh, no.
We're only 2 minutes into the video, and the stuff we find in Cody's house later gets a lot worse. Anyways, after Junior whacks the cheeseburger, Cody is being sus with Ken in his room
Oh my God.
when Tyrone stops him and tells him that Junior's there. After that disturbing scene, SML decides to make another offensive joke yet again with the money cake, implying the stereotype that Jewish people are rich and love coins and pennies, which is pretty racist.
I didn't even
but it
know
only
that.
gets worse when Tyrone comes in the room with a menorah, which is a candle that Jewish people use to celebrate Hanukkah. But for some reason, he calls it the manure instead of its real name. Once Cody
The
finally
manure.
gets into the kitchen with Junior, he explains to him that none of what his parents say really actually is Hanukkah. And then he starts correcting the names of items they have. For example, Judolph is actually Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's not the manure, it's the menorah. After this, Cody goes to get Ken, then Judith comes back with bacon. Yeah, if you don't know, Jewish people don't eat pork. So basically, Judith and Tyrone are just doing everything wrong.
Goddamn.
This video is already super weird. However, things are about to get even weirder. Tyrone begins lighting the manure and starts setting up their grand Hanukkah celebration. After everything's set up, Junior, confused, asks Tyrone if there's 9 candles on the manure, then why does he only get 12 presents? But then Tyrone starts speaking Japanese and making up something that's obviously a lie.
My God.
But here's where things get more interesting though. Once Junior asks for his 12 presents, Judith and Tyrone take him back to the cheeseburger and explain that he needs to beat open the cheeseburger in order to get his 12th present.
There we
Okay.
Good hit, look.
Good job.
Oh wow! I actually broke them open.
Empty out that Nazi cheeseburger and see
What
your
is-
presents
what
are.
was in
All my
there?
presents are in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
get it out.
Okay.
Flip it over. Yeah, oh, there you go.
Golf balls?
What? It was full of golf balls.
You can never trust the Nazi cheeseburger.
Once Junior realizes that he's been gypped, he obviously gets sad and wants to leave. And yeah, who wouldn't in this situation? You're telling me if I went all the way to my friend's house and put up with all their weird Jewish stuff that their parents had in their house just to get golf balls when I was promised presents? Yeah, I would leave too.
I would never
in
come
fact,
back.
I would be crashing out. But then we get one of the funniest scenes in SML history, the Shabbat fight. Basically, this is where there are 2 robots. The red representing the Nazis, and the blue one representing the Jews. The Jewish one has won 5
Fucking
years in a
World
row
War
because
II
they say the
right
man is
here.
the red one. However, the funniest and most unexpected thing happens.
Come on,
Do it.
I got it.
Do it.
You can do it. Hanukkah's over.
Oh my god. How did that even happen?
After this, Junior leaves and tells Cody how lame Hanukkah was. This video was just straight up racist and completely divided the SML community at the time. This video is a testament to how fast society evolves. It came out like 8 years ago and half the jokes are already considered outdated humor. Back when it came out, these jokes were still offensive, but you wouldn't have been canceled for them. But this next video divided the fan base even more when it was released.
Oh boy.
So much so, to the point where Logan was literally forced to put up an apology in the comments.
Oh boy.
Coming in as the #1 most racist SML
Let's see
video
what this
of all
one is.
time is Jeffy the
Jeffy
Spy.
the Spy.
This video starts with Marvin,
because of the
Jeffy,
Chinese
and Rose
jokes.
all eating Chinese food. But then Jeffy makes a critical mistake by saying "I spy," which leads to the government thinking that Jeffy is a spy, even though he was just reading his I Spy book. This continues when they listen in again, and Rose suggests that they get Panda Express, which Marvin replies, "I love Chinese." And then that falsely confirms their suspicion that
Why
Jeffy
did
and
you
Marvin are
stop
Chinese
there?
spies. After the government arrives, here's where things take a very interesting turn. Marvin tries to weasel his way out of the situation because, well, it's actually just a coincidence, and they're not actually Chinese spies. But when Simmons gets upstairs to confirm this, Jeffy, for some reason, out of nowhere starts using a stereotypical Chinese accent.
Where's the other Chinese spy?
We're not Chinese.
Yummy egg roll in my tongue.
Oh, there he is! Y'all are coming with me!
Oh my god.
Wait a second, there are so many things wrong with this. Firstly, this is America, where we have something called the Fourth Amendment, which means you need a warrant to search and seize stuff from people's homes. Well, there can be exceptions. Hearing Jeffy
got some
say
cops, I
something
don't
over
care.
a spyware device is not good enough to violate someone's rights. But after this is where the whole video starts getting really racist. Once Marvin and Jeffy are in an interrogation room, Poopy explains why they're there. Marvin says it's all a misunderstanding, yet Poopy doesn't believe them. So Poopy says that if Jeffy can say the entire Pledge of Allegiance, then he will believe him and let them go.
He can't even say his ABCs. What makes you think he can say the pledge?
I do to prove to you I'm not Chinese.
No, you don't have to prove you're not Chinese. You just have to prove that you're American.
Okay, tell me what to do.
Tell me the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance.
Not you. Him.
Why him?
Rhythm to the flag of the United
Jeffy pissed me off in this video.
But it only gets worse. Now that Marvin and Jeffy have been sent to Guantanamo Bay, which
what?
is a prison for terrorists in Guantanamo, Cuba, ran by the United States, Marvin and Jeffy both encounter a Middle Eastern terrorist played by Lavelle. And let's just say this video definitely targets many races. They go on to make offensive jokes
Oh
using
my
Jenga
God.
towers as the Twin Towers, mocking other religions, and the stereotypical hate for America. However, it's not even just the jokes, but also the cosplay is very disturbing, as they used a Middle Eastern hat and beard to paint the picture of the stereotypical Middle Eastern terrorist. Anyways, once Marvin and Jeffy get out of prison, Brooklyn Guy realizes that they can use their spy abilities to gather intel on Russia and China. And this is where they successfully complete their mission of spying on Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. And after they do this, everything goes back to normal. This video was off-putting in all the worst ways. It was so bad to the point where Logan himself had to make an apology in the comments. Sorry if anyone was offended by this video. We're not trying to upset anyone. All of our videos are just meant to entertain you guys. Sometimes we include dark humor, and I understand it's not for everyone. There will be a new video Monday. Thanks for watching and supporting our channel. Yikes. You know a video is controversial when you have to pin a comment like that. These guys aren't afraid to get canceled. They're going back on Good Morning America with this one.
Oh my
Let's
god.
hope Logan cleans up his videos.
It's like Logan
and
doesn't give a
do stuff
shit.
like this in
It's his
the future.
videos. He does whatever he
Because,
wants.
yeah, if he makes another video similar to this, we're gonna be going back on Good Morning America.
Yeah, we just know Logan. He normally just doesn't care what's in his videos. As long as it's funny to him, it's going in the video. Some of these I didn't really think that it was that racist, at least at the time. Like, you know,
You can
oh, shut up. I didn't think, like, you know, Hanukkah, you know, Cody's Hanukkah would be that racist. Well, I only watched the video, like, what, 2-3 times, like, my whole life. So I didn't really know too much about Hanukkah because I don't celebrate that. So maybe that's why I didn't really know too much about what's racist, what's not. I know what the Nazi is for the Nazi cheeseburger. I know what that is, but oh my god. And then Joseph gets adopted. I think I remember it being a bit racist, but one of the most racist videos? Holy, that's something I didn't think about at the time. But some of these I would know for sure that it would be racist, like, you know, poor Cody, the scrub brother, and orange is the new black. I would obviously know that that's racist. Cody's bad word, I mean, it is kind of racist, but it was just more so annoying. Jeffy the rapper, I mean, obviously it's like an honorable mention because of, you know, Jeffy trying to be a rapper. And then, oh my god. Well, I think it was Junior learning Spanish, and it was just saying them putting L and O at every. I mean, me personally, that was funny. Even though I'm Hispanic myself, for those that don't know, it was still pretty funny to me. I mean, I personally say those jokes to my girlfriend's family because they're Mexican, so I just be like, "El hello, y'all." I'm just fucked up. Okay, but I'm Hispanic. I could probably make those jokes, even though I look white. But Jeffy the Spy, yeah, I'm not surprised why people think that's one of the most racist ones. I mean, it was more so annoying to me because Jeffy, we all know Jeffy doesn't care and he's willing to get in as much trouble as he wants to. But, you know, looking back on this, well explained, yeah, I could see why people think this is really messed up. To the point Logan is even apologizing about, you know, the video being so offensive. You could tell it's bad when Logan actually has to straight up apologize about the video. Oh boy, dude. Logan has to chill out. If he does not want his channel to get demonetized again permanently, he needs to chill out on these jokes. And, you know, if he doesn't want to get canceled and put on Good Morning America again to where his entire YouTube career is over, yeah, you're gonna have to chill out on the jokes. I get it, it's funny, but tone it down a bit. You know, this is 2025. The internet is not like how it was 10 years ago, Logan, so you better settle down a bit. But anyways, guys, if you enjoy this, be sure to give this video a like. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to do so right now and turn on notifications to be notified for any video that I upload. And I'll catch you guys later in the next one whenever I start doing that. So, what the fuck? That song was outside the door. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys later. So, take care.